Mute, also known as Moon 2 in some countries, is a 2018 neo-noir science fiction film directed by Duncan Jones, who co-wrote the script with Michael Robert Johnson. It's a follow-up to his 2009 film Moon, and it stars Alexander Skarsgård, Paul Rudd, Justin Theroux, Robert Sheehan, Noel Clarke, Florence Kasumba, and Dominic Monaghan. Revolving around a mute bartender played by Skarsgård searching for the love of his life, played by Seyneb Saleh, who has mysteriously disappeared. A third installment, a graphic novel called Madi, Once Upon a Time in Future, was released in 2020. The film was released on Netflix on February 23, 2018. The film was in development hell for many years, but Jones always said he wished to direct it and has described it as a spiritual sequel to Moon, heavily inspired by Ridley Scott's Blade Runner in 1982. During the film's development, Jones had expressed his desire for Sam Rockwell to reprise his role from Moon in a cameo appearance that was to act as an epilogue to the character, and that this film would be a second installment in a trilogy consisting of Moon, Mute, and yet-to-be-announced third film. The cast includes Alexander Skarsgård as Leo, a man left mute from a childhood accident, Paul Rudd as Cactus Bill, an American surgeon, Justin Theroux as Duck, Cactus's partner and best friend, and Seyneb Saleh as Nadira, Leo's girlfriend. Some interesting trivia notes. Before the end credits roll, there's a dedication to the memory of the director's father, David Jones, aka David Bowie, and his beloved nanny, Marianne Skeen. And a fun thing I noticed was David Hasselhoff is used on the currency in the scene where Paul Rudd's character pays the babysitter. Of course, the movie is set in Germany, where David Hasselhoff is considered a huge celebrity. Now, I found this film to be very interesting. There is a lot going on, and the story can be somewhat confusing at times, but sometimes you just need to sit back and go with the flow, as it were. I could see exactly this was a passion project from Duncan Jones, and I almost feel he tries too hard with this one. There's almost too much going on at times, too many subplots, and too many little ideas that lead you away from what primarily could have been a very easy story to tell. This really could have been a groundbreaking sci-fi thriller masterpiece, but I almost feel Duncan Jones' best laid plans were mislaid in a scramble to create this perfect movie. Now, Alexander Skarsgård is very good as the mute Amish Leo, in what couldn't have been an easy role to perform, as he relies primarily on his facial reactions and a lot of acting with his eyes. I enjoyed seeing Paul Rudd here in this sort of role. Instead of his usual comedic style or charming hero as he is in Ant-Man, here we have a jaded, impatient, mean man in Cactus Bill, and Rudd does it very well. As you could see, he really had a lot of fun playing the bad guy, as it were. Justin Theroux is also particularly unnerving as Duck, a scary character, as on the outside he seems friendly and easy and quite harmless, but behind the smile is a pervert with unwavering psychopathic tendencies. I really also enjoyed Robert Sheehan here as the cross-dressing Luba. And also Seyneb Saleh playing Leo's girlfriend here does a good job, although she's not really much in the movie. And of course it's about her connection here with Leo that really sort of provides the main plot point of the movie. And that's what the story is about, really. It's about a love story, and it's about a woman gone missing and a man trying to find what happened to her. But what Duncan Jones does wrong here is he adds too many little subplots and other stories that actually really go nowhere and lead to nothing. The sets are stunning, the costumes are great, and the concept is very good. Like I said, feel Duncan Jones tries too hard here and doesn't let the story breathe and evolve naturally. Fundamentally, all he needed to do was actually keep it simple. In saying all of that, though, the film did keep me interested, and I enjoyed many parts of it. And you can definitely see the heavy influence from Blade Runner in 1982. Unfortunately, it would not be quite remembered like that film is. And this is a film that you enjoy when you're watching it, but it won't really last long in the memory. Good acting, an interesting concept, just a film though that you feel leaves a lot to be desired in terms of that it could have been so much more and yet just falls short. Mute gets a 7 out of 10.